let's talk about this Adelaide 36ers drama that's going on right now between like the players, what's going on with the fan base, what's going on with the fact that they've lost, 6 or 7 out of the last 8. Start off with a quote from Isaac Humphries when he spoke to ABC Sports after the loss on Saturday night, saying, "No one knows their role. I have no idea what's going on." When one of your marquee players is saying that, that is not a good sign. His minutes have dropped because Montrez is back, because for some reason they decided that two marquee centers is worth the price. Even though in basketball it's not always about star power, it's more about a fit and like what will work better together. And we saw how great Isaac Humphries was playing before Montrez came back, but once he's come back it's a lot more clunky. Nobody knows what's going on, nobody knows how many minutes they're going to be playing or what their role is or what's got, like, it's very kerfuffled and it's not looking good for the 36ers after making the sacking of Scott Nenes. You brought in Mike Wells to bring this team together. Apparently they wanted to bring in more star power. They wanted to make it seem like they were a serious team, and now they're looking like the joke again. And now let's talk about the other bit of drama, Montrezl Harrell. Why is he part of so much drama? He was just meant to come in to be a good look and to like get his return back to the NBA, and now he's just seems to be causing a lot more issues. But this one's also on like Damon Lowry, on how he handles always trying to be that Corey Homicide kind of type personality, calling out players. I think there's a way to do it, and I think he hasn't figured out how to do it like in a more respectful way without making the players feel like he's just straight up hating on them. And this all stems from the fact that there was a team huddle. Montrez was just sitting in the corner on the chair just talking trash about nothing. No one really knows what happened there. But it's also not good for the NBL when like you're one of your star players that you brought in for the season, like one of the biggest names you've ever brought in, is just calling you out and complaining about what's going on. So let's go through what he's saying. NBL, you're an effing joke, man, and the commentators like Damon Lowry, you as well. I stick with my team, but I'm a passionate and emotional player as well, so I didn't stay on the court to yell and have my frustration come out on court for y'all to have a story to tell there. I waited to talk to my brother behind closed doors. Then he adds another piece saying, "So if you didn't know me, never had a one-on-one conversation with me like you haven't, Damon Lowry, then don't make false comment." I mean, it didn't look good for Montrez considering he was just sitting in the corner while a lot of things were happening, and there were screenshots of him just talking and everybody else just wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. The whole situation, it just looks like it's getting worse and worse, and it doesn't seem to help with the Adelaide 36 problems, because they really need to get back on track, and they've only had like 2 days to turn things around, and they're going up against a Kings team that's had almost a week off. And it's also not going to be a good look when the team just decides to fire Mike Wells at the end of the season and go through 3 coaches in 3 seasons. I mean, that's really, really not a good look for 36ers, and they keep having these culture issues, so maybe it's not just the coach, or maybe it's not just the players, maybe it's something a bit above board. But what do you all think? What's going to happen with 36ers? Like, is this going to get worse before it gets better?